After playing this game for a few days, I'm quitting. It's a very good game at its core. Other than that, it fails in literally almost every other way. You can see it's beautiful. You can see that, there's a storm that gives a different aesthetic. You can't go too high because it hurts you and then it forces you back down at the same time. What it does have going for it, one, absolutely beautifully stunning. Two, dang, it's so good to fly. It feels so nice and so freeing every time. If I want to go, let's say there, well, I can. And here we are. The scenery is amazing. Everything is so smooth. Maybe this game was too ambitious from when it started, or at least its concept, but at the same time, this game had been in development for years. And spoiler alert on what happened to make it so disastrous, they kept scrapping idea after idea after idea after idea. And that's what we know now.
Search your rounds.
So y'all know, this is actually on hard. This is what I mean. This is how beautiful this game actually can be. Look at that. Isn't that just... I can even cool myself so I can just keep flying. Unfortunately, it gets very, very repetitive. In fact, this is the most fun I've had in, I'd say, 2 days, and I've been playing this for only a week. And that says something, and not good. But that's about it. It continues on to grab this item, bring this item somewhere, horde mode. Rinse and repeat. That's literally the game. That's all it is. And there is no real story because it's cut up pieces of what the game was, and then they just rushed it out. They cut it, slapped it together, said, screw it. And there's places that doesn't even make sense. There's unfinished parts of the game. It's beautiful. That's what sucks. This is an absolutely gorgeous game. Look at amazing detail to everything. It's so good to fly. It's so fun to play. It's a great core. It's just such a letdown. when you actually play it, because you see what it could be versus what it actually is.
No way forward.
You'll have to go.
Solid win. Other sentinels. Even they have to be pleased.
Bryn, you've gotten even more plants?
Why, yes. Thank you for noticing. I was keeping them in the barracks, but
Nothing wrong with trying to...
I tried the morale boost argument.
Isn't growing all these a lot of work?
Oh, you have no idea. The watering schedules alone. And I have to stop people from stealing them to impress their dates.
Steal it? From you?
All the time.
Your dates must be impressed with this, though.
Oh, no, I don't date. It's not my thing.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for telling me about your gardening, Bryn.
I admit, it's nice to have someone actually inquire. I mean, you usually do, about everything. But still nice.
You can tell by his voice he really doesn't care. So my main character does not care. If the main character doesn't care, well, why are these conversations happening? What is the point? There is no point. It's even giving you false decisions. It wouldn't matter if you said one thing or another. You get one extra bit of dialogue, and it changes nothing. This feels so shallow. Like, okay, someone did all of this, and I think they did a great job. But why is the javelin away, like, third person, and then you get here, and it's first person? And this is it. This is your speed. Yep. This is it. This is the game.
The area's secure.
I expected no less.
Well, you can't be too careful. This is... Matthias, do you see this?
Freelancer, I think we found it.
It has its moments, and then it's cut up, and you're just in a chasm. Just, oh yeah, you're in a cave. You're just in a cave. Why not? Is that where you came from? Who knows?
I've heard it. But careful. It is more ferocious when the eyes go bright.
Good to know.
It tries to scare you, but the freelancer does not back away so easily.
This freelancer certainly doesn't.
You know, some music right now could make this awesome.
Down. What a monster. See how it's just those. Oh,
Gee, that was hard. Thanks. I'm not even blaming the voice actor. That sounds like he's just reading his lines. There was no intensity. It was so bland feeling. You know, after so many hours, this game has become insulting. Because it has potential to be awesome. Like, look at this. Okay, this is what I mean. Potential to be awesome. The flying cutscenes. Potential to be amazingly awesome. Go to this. Go to the launch bay. Go to the launch bay, and you'll see. You'll see. All right. So here's the launch bay. And there's nothing here. No one behind the counter. Random person, no one behind the counter. No one behind the counter. No one behind any counter. What is the point of any of this? Why did you spend the time, effort, and resources on this? There's literally nothing. Look at this. Look at. I can do this from the start screen. I can start an expedition. I load in and bop. Triangle, start an expedition. Look, it even says hold to start expedition. What is the point of literally any of this? All of this I can do elsewhere. There is no point! The enemies suck. The people, there's so few because the game itself sucks. Everything was so mismanaged. All of this, I'm in a launch bay and it's all pointless. I don't mean, oh well, there's no point of this. I mean, it's all already done, and on top of that, it's pointless. All of this, every single thing you can do, it's just repetitive garbage. It's stuff like this that makes me feel bad, because hard work went into this game, and it does show. It looks so amazing, doesn't it?
12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent. All right, I'll give you that one. Pretty impressive. Badass. If you can remember it. Kid, no one will ever forget it.
We got our own thing going. Thanks, but no.
Wait. Something's not right. Dominion troops! Clear out! Scatter! We'll keep your friends safe.
Don't worry about me. I'll see you there.
You seriously just run through all of that? Really? Oh, turret. So you see I'm damaged. I'm actually sparking. Well, the suit is sparking. Look at that. That is actually really nice detail. That's what I mean. When there's detail, holy cow, it's awesome. Like, whoever the designers of the area is, well done. The concept mechanics, well done. The execution of everything else is just... it hurts it so much. And I wish it wasn't so cut up. You know, even if it was an average story, that's fine. But I can't consider any of this a story. And that's what drives me nuts. You know, I've played games that had absolutely no story. Okay, Crossout is a great example. I had a blast. This is literally just scattered things that are attempting to connect to each other, but have no connection. And the enemy just uninspired. Like you can tell that that was a slapped together thing, and they were just scrambling. They were working on this for years and scrapped it over and over and over and over and over. And finally, when they presented one gameplay aspect and then another gameplay aspect to the CEO, he liked the flying, and that's what they started really working on. That's exactly what makes this game really fun, really interesting to play. But what makes it really bad is literally everything else. It was just too rushed. And this is a live service. And it's another example of live service and a blatant lie that they're going to keep working on it and make it better. There's no support. They canceled support after a year. The servers are live, so someone is there checking on it. That's about it. And as of now, this game is just, it's dead. And that's a real shame because it does have great potential. It is beautiful. Look at that. Like, looking at my guy around all this, I feel like a badass. But then he talks and then you hate him because he's cocky and unlikable. And that's the point that they were going to because he's the pilot and pilots are like that. Not all of them. And if this is someone where you're supposed to be them, I'm not that cocky. But I am very frustrated. Because this game has potential. Or I should say had potential. I would love an Anthem 2, well done. Feel just like this, but done well on every other aspect. One more thing I guess I just forgot to say. The game has been improved. It came out in 2019. This is 2022. It's much better than it was. For example, I've looked actually up what is going on compared to what it used to be. Here's a great example. The damage actually matters. Everything is rated correctly.